Okie dokie, where were we? Here we are. We just got number 1, species, mosses, liverworts, and we just looked at a picture of that. So Camila, what else do you have underlined in that paragraph about ants? What is the deal? Plants and animals. What else did you have?
In these extreme conditions, few plants or animals can survive.
Okay, good. I like that. How could we put that in our outline? I guess we know we're talking about plants and animals because that's what this whole paragraph is going to be about. So maybe we don't need those words. What are some other words in that sentence? That's okay.
Extreme conditions survive.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. What if we did extreme? I like that because that just means really cold, right? Conditions. Conditions just means like the weather, the temperature, just it's just harsh, it's just extreme. Lots of wind and cold and snow and ice. And then maybe we could put P plus A for plants and animals survive. Survive. Maybe a down arrow right here, like not many, few plants. I don't know. Whatever makes sense to you guys. If you just want to do extreme conditions survive, I felt like I needed a little extra something here to help me remember what I was talking about. I put a down arrow to kind of represent few. P and A, plants and animals. Okay. I know, how's yours coming, William? Are you working on, which one are you working on?
Weather.
Weather. Okay, good. Are you figuring it out? You got it going so far? Okay, good. So I'll go back to Nasaya. What's something else about the plants and animals that you have?
Grow in the summer and disappear in the beginning of winter.
Okay. So could we put that on our outline? You got any ideas?
Summer, disappear, winter, but we could also put a flower with the arrow pointing up as in grow.
I like that. Start with that, the flower. Okay. So I like that flower. And if anybody else has a different way of putting that, you can put it a different way. And then up, summer, disappear, and then winter. That's good. Or you could use like a sun for summer and a snowflake for winter if you wanted to add other words in there. So you guys can make this your own. And then Camila, what else? Probably should mention some animals. What animals did you see in that paragraph?
Or near the coastal waters, seabirds such as king penguins, emperor penguins, and snow petrels have adapted to the harsh climate.
I hear your little, is that your little sister? Or
No,
your
my little
brother? Your little brother. That's right.
Uh,
So cute. So how can we put that in your outline? That's a lot. I like that sentence a lot, and there's a lot of good stuff in there.
Okay, I'm moving on to you.
Either we can either like only mention a couple of the animals, or I mean, I know we got king penguins and emperor penguins. Maybe we could draw a crown for king, and then emperor. What do you think? Got any ideas? You can only use 3 words, but we can use some symbols in there.
I don't know.
You don't know. I know it's probably hard to think right now. Here's my idea. I'm just gonna do this. That doesn't really look like a crown. Okay, but it's a crown. Maybe if I put some circles in here, there like that. That represents king. And then emperor, or we could put plus emperor penguins. And then what if we did for snow petrels, we did a snowflake. And then that word petrel. There you go. King and emperor penguins and snow petrels. That's my idea, but you guys do what you want to do for that. And we got one more spot. What do you think, Nisaya? What should we put for the last spot there?
At the end of summer, they migrate north to warmer regions and return again only when summer approaches.
I like that too. Okay, you got any ideas on how we could put that in there? We could do a sun for summer. I think we need that word end. Like maybe end and then a sun, and then what?
Migrate
Yeah.
warmer regions.
We could do an N for north, like a capital N. Migrate N.
Then like a little fire for warmer
Yeah.
than regions.
Okay. Okay, so end and then a sunshine for summer, right? That's going to be summer. End summer. Migrate N, capital N. And then you said fire for warmer. I don't really know how to do fire, but okay, that's fire. And then region. Is that what you had? Okay. Okay, cool. I like it. Okay, so William, did you get number 2, your Roman numeral 2 finished?
I only need 2 more.
You only need 2 more, and you're working on weather, you said? Okay, good. Tell us what you have so far so we can hear what you've been working on, because I know we worked on something different.
I did Antarctica for the first one. I did Antarctica, weather coldest.
Good.
Blizzard bring X snow.
Okay.
Caused wind over 100 miles per hour.
Ooh, yeah, okay.
And 3 lowest temperature negative 128.6 Fahrenheit.
Good. I like that. Very good, William. Okay, so here's what we're going to do for Roman numeral 3. Oh, by the way, let's turn it back over here to the back again. Now, Camila and Nasaya, you can put a check by life because we just did that one. And now you have either weather or people to do for Roman numeral 3. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let you pick, and then you're going to work on this by yourself while on Zoom with me. I'm going to be here so that if you have any questions or anything, you can ask me if you need help. So first, let's go back to this side, and we need to start by putting our subject, which is Antarctica again. And then I'm going to put 2 blanks here. You need 3 words. So you can put either weather and like extreme, or you can put people, scientists, or something like that. 2 other words that go with whichever topic you choose. You can either write about weather or people. You can pick. William, did you have a question for me?
So the letter doesn't have enough topics I like.
Okay, how many you got down to number 4 or 3?
3.
3, okay.
Put it on the calendar.
Let's see, what could you do? You could, you know what you could do if there's not enough about weather, you could combine it with one of the other ones. Like, I know you didn't really want to write about life, but you could add a little bit of information about life. And then for number 3, you can focus on the people. Does that make sense, William? Okay. Yeah, so you can, if you don't like anything else about weather, you can look back, and look for a couple of things about life to add there. It does talk about summer and winter and all that in the life paragraph, so that would work. Okay, so the rest of you, okay, let me ask Nisaya, which one are you doing for your number 3? Let me see, I'm gonna mute.
People.
Here we go. Okay. People. Okay, so you'll have like Antarctica, people, and then one more word, maybe about scientists or discovered or something like that. Another word about people. And then how about you, Camila? Are you going to write about people or weather here? People? People. All right. So since you both are doing that, I'm just going to put in people here. And then before you move on, did you guys think of another word to put here about the people? I know that it talks about scientists and tourists, but it also, what could you say here? Maybe that very first sentence. Okay, I'm looking on the back on page 94 right here. 94. It says Antarctica was first sighted in 1820 and probably first touched by Captain John Davis, a sealer who claimed to have set foot on the ice in 1821. Maybe we could put like first as in 1 ST and then sighted and then 1820. Because we have Antarctica, people, and sighted, and the rest of that stuff is free. That could be a good way to start it. Now I'm going to let you guys work by yourself a little bit. And keep going about the people, that last paragraph on the back. Look at what you underlined and start filling it in. I'll be right here if you have any questions for me. I'll just stand here and be here if you need any help, and then we'll talk about it in a few minutes, okay? I see your emoji hand, William. Do you have something to say? Or did you forget to take it down?
I finished.
You finished number 2?
Yeah.
Good. So go ahead and move on to number 3 now. And I think you were going to write about
People.
people. Okay, so we got that first one started for you if you want to copy that. Antarctica, people first sighted 1820, and then you can keep going. Good job, William. By the way, just a little reminder about names. When it's a proper noun and it's capitalized like Captain John Davis or any of those other names, you can count that as one word on your keyword outline because it's the whole name. Does that make sense? Okay. So let me know what number you guys are on. Just hold up your fingers if you're on 1 or 2 or 3. Which one are you on the outline here? Which one are you working on? 2, 2, right here, these numbers down below. Which one are you on, Nasiah? 3. Okay, good. Okay, I'm going to give you a couple more minutes and then we have one more thing to do. Okay, go ahead and finish writing the word you're on right now. And then I'm just gonna have you guys just take turns telling me what you have here for this regular number one under people, because I think all three of you are writing about people for this one. So William, what did you put right here next to number one?
Probably first touch Captain John Davis.
Okay, probably first touched. Did you do a 1 ST for first?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. Nasaya, what do you have here for number one?
1821, 1 est, touched, Captain John Davis, sailor.
Okay, good. Yeah, and this word is sealer. I've never really heard sealer before, but that must be an old term because this was 1800s. So maybe before they called them sailor, they called them sealer, but I think it's CSEA, like the ocean.
Sealer.
Yeah, it's weird, but anyway, good. So what do you have, Camila, for your number one right here?
Captain John Davis claimed. I have an emoji of a foot and then in ice and 1821.
Good. Okay, cool. I like how all of yours are a little bit different. So here's what your homework is going to be. You're going to finish this by yourself about the people, okay? And then you're going to write paragraph 2 and 3 for your homework this week. I know it's a little bit more than we normally do, but we need to finish up this report. So your homework, finish Roman numeral 3, and then write the second paragraph and the third paragraph for your report. Now let's look really quick at your checklist, because this is the part, this is what I use to grade your work. So I just want to keep reminding you of that. And now that you're going to finish your report on Antarctica, you're going to come up with a title. And the title rule is here. And I know, like for Tyler, he had his title just say Antarctica. And that's okay, but I want you to try to think of another word to put with it, or a couple more words to go with it, because the original title is Antarctica. So we want to add to that or change it somehow so it's kind of catchy. The rule is you have to have, it repeats 1 to 3 key words from the final sentence. So you can have Antarctica in your title as long as you have Antarctica as your last sentence, but then you can say something like Antarctica, Antarctica life, or Antarctica life in Antarctica, or what is Antarctica ? Something like that. You can add to your title is what I'm saying to make it interesting. And then you've got your topic clincher. You guys know that rule. Each paragraph has to have those highlighted words or bolded from the first and the last sentence. And then, of course, your dress up words are still the same right here. You have 4. And you got to make sure to underline those in your paragraph. Okay. Oh, one thing I really want to talk to you about really quick is that because clause. Now, a clause, remember we talked about this in grammar. A clause has a verb and a phrase does not. Some students accidentally say because of. And as soon as you say because of, that changes it. It's no longer a clause, it's a phrase. So, for example, you have to not use of next to because. So let's look at what we came up with here for Roman numeral 2. And maybe we could say, like, look at this one, number 2 under Roman numeral 2, where it says extreme conditions down. I think that was few plants and animals survive. You could say, few plants and animals survive because there are extreme conditions in Antarctica. The weather is extreme conditions or something like that. But I don't want you to say because of extreme conditions, because that you don't have a verb in there. So you need to say because the weather is extreme, then you have is as your verb. So my whole point is try not to use of whenever you use your because clause. Let's see. How about this one, the last one, number 5? End of summer, they migrate north to a warmer region. So you could say at the end of summer, the birds, the penguins and petrels, migrate north because it is warmer in that region. Okay, remember is actually a verb. So you can say it is because it is warmer in that region or something like that. Does that make sense to you guys? So don't use because of for your because clause. You want to only use because and then tell why. I don't think you'll have a problem with any of the banned words because you don't have really any characters in your report or anything. It's pretty basic. You're talking about basic things, so I don't think you'll have a problem with that. Let's see, anything else? I think that's it. So your homework again, finish this and then write paragraphs 2 and 3. So keep going on the same document you started with your first paragraph. You're going to go down, indent, and then keep going with your second and your third. So when you turn it in next week, it'll be all 3 paragraphs together. Does that make sense? Okay. We're like a couple minutes, actually 1 minute early, so it's a miracle. Does anybody have any questions before you go? No? All right, that's it for today. Good job, you guys. I will see you next week. Bye.